Welcome, my name's Jim Unger, owner of Big Ship Salvage, where we specialize in nautical antiques and lighting. Today I'm going to show you how to mount one of our beautiful porthole mirrors. I get questions all the time from people as to how to mount these portholes, how to use them as a mirror in a bathroom or somewhere in a decorative den. So today we're just going to show you one of the options that you have for mounting these. First step in mounting your porthole mirror is to decide which wall you want to put it on, and then when you decide on that wall, find your center between, for instance, us, it's going to be a door and a window as to where we want the porthole to go. Once we mark that center, we then can figure out where we're going to drill the holes for the porthole. For this particular porthole, I know that the mounting holes are exactly 18 inches apart. So what I do is I find my center of where I'm going to hang the mirror, divide the 18 in half, and know that I have to go 9 inches above and 9 inches below, which I've already marked on my wall. But for demonstration purposes, we'll talk about how to find that particular spot. Okay, once you have found the center of the wall that you want to use, now you need to find a stud that's closest to that center that you can drill into, and the stud is the 2x4 that's behind the drywall, which is going to make sure and secure that your porthole hangs on the wall. So I found my center. Now I'm going to use a stud finder like this to find where my center of my studs are. Right there's my center, so I'm going to mark it with a pencil. So from the center spot of where the mirror is going to be, I'm going to measure up 9 inches, which is half of my total, and I'm going to mark my spot on the wall. Once I have that spot, I know that it's going to be 18 inches from that spot down to my next spot, which I again will mark on the wall. Once I have the two 18 inches measured, I'm going to use a level to make sure that they're exactly vertical on the wall. So I'm going to put the level on both of my spots, make sure that my bubble shows that I'm level, and I'm going to mark them on the wall. This gives me exactly where I'm going to drill both of my pilot holes for my light bulbs. Now that we've found where we believe the studs are and we've marked the centers on the wall, I'm going to take a very small drill bit and draw a pilot hole to make sure that it is in fact a stud behind there. There is in fact a 2x4 stud behind that, and now we're ready for the larger pilot hole. Today I'm using a 1/2 inch round lag bolt to hold up my porthole. So I need to drill a pilot hole for that lag bolt, and I'm going to be using a 1/4 inch drill bit. You want to stay smaller, but enough to give it a bite so that it'll hold. Now that we have our pilot holes drilled, we're ready to put the porthole up with the lag bolt. This is something you can do by yourself. If you have another set of hands, it would be very helpful. Today I've got Dan, the shop manager, helping me. We're going to show you how to put this up. Okay. Now that we've got our first lag bolt holding the porthole up, we don't want to over tighten it because we want to be able to move it to get our second lag bolt in. Once you put that in with your drill, you can hand tighten with a wrench and make sure it's exactly where you want it to be. Lastly, once you have your porthole in place and secured to the wall and you've tightened it down, if you want, you can add decorative lag bolts and washers all the way around to give it a completed look, if that's what you're looking for. They don't have to go into anything, they can just go into the wall and hold it into place. You can buy these lag bolts in stainless steel, which I would recommend if you're in a salt environment for our aluminum portholes, and you can buy them in brass and bronze if you go buy one of the brass portholes. So that's how you install one of our salvaged authentic porthole mirrors. Or if you like, you can do the porthole without the mirror on its own. If you have any questions about this or anything else here at Big Ship Salvage, you can visit us at bigshipsalvage.com. and fill out the inquiry form. And there's also a phone number on there that you could call us 24/7.